Hey my little raggities, what's up? It's your girl Raina Swan. So me and my sister was just talking about me calling y'all my little raggities, and I don't want nobody to get offended, but I'm gonna keep saying it. So just so you know, I'm not saying like you like real raggedy, but I feel like as a people, as a collective, we all have raggedy tendencies. I'm raggedy, okay? We all can be a little Tell me about a time when you was raggedy, or tell me you ain't never been raggedy before, and I won't call you raggedy. Exactly, we've all been a little raggedy before, okay? So from the here on out, if I say, hey, my little raggities, don't be offended, okay? Don't take it no which way or nothing like that. I'm not saying you're like you raggedy looking. This is not helping. All I'm saying is we all got a little raggedy in us, okay? Yeah, okay. So today I'm going to be doing the book reflection challenge, and I'm going to be going over some books that I did or didn't like, or was kind of like, eh. And also I'm going to be tagging some of my favorite creators on here to participate. And if they do participate, then great. If they did it before and they don't want to participate, then that's great too. But I just wanted to see what y'all think and what y'all answers be. So with that being said, let's get into the first question. Okay, so first up we have the question, show a book that challenged you. And I'm gonna have to say Legendborn. Believe it or not, Legendborn was actually my first like fantasy book. I didn't grow up reading Harry Potter. I grew up reading Triple Crown Productions. Okay, so this was a bit different for me. And if you know what Triple Crown Productions is, you know they produced all the hood books, okay? So I didn't grow up reading fantasy and fairies and wizards and lizards and all that stuff, okay? So this was challenging for me. We had little Miss Bree in this thing, you know, trying to hone in on her magic skills that she's just now finding out about. You know, she's grieving all throughout the book. Her mama has died and she thought it was an accident, and she's now starting to realize it's more to it than what she was told. And so this was a lot. I feel like the beginning started off really, really strong for me, but I'm a slow reader. And so you got to give it to me quick or I'm gonna just be like, okay. So yeah, this is a bit of a challenge for me. I've actually only ever read maybe like one or two other fantasy books after this one. This one took me out the game. Yeah, so. All right. All right, so the next question I have is, show a book by an author that you love. And I feel like we all really love this lady. I don't know what it is about Miss Tiffany D. Jackson, but Tiffany is that girl. And anytime she puts out a book, I'm gonna buy it every single time, and I'm gonna eat it up every single time. So this is The Weight of Blood. And it's kind of like a spin on The Rage of Carrie. So, but it's kind of like intertwined with like racism. So we have Maddie, who is biracial, but she's white passing. So she is in a school that is divided between the African-American kids and their white counterparts. And somehow, some way, it gets out that this school is still, you know, practicing their racist rituals. You know, they decide like, oh, we're gonna come together and show the country that we're not really racist. So we're gonna do a joined prom, our first ever joined prom, because y'all, they was having two separate proms for the black kids and the white kids. Like what? So they finally come together, but in the midst of that, Maddie, who is an outcast, who's kind of like quirky, quirky and a little bit nerdy or whatever. She is bullied and all the things, and so these mean ass kids, they have one of the popular boys befriend her and, you know, act like he has a crush on her and yada yada yada, and he invites her to prom and it just goes left. So yeah, this was a really good read. And Tiffany, girl, I know you just had a baby and everything, but them hands still work. Come on now. And she talking about, I think she said her next book ain't coming out till like 2026 or something crazy. I don't know. Don't get me to lying and crying, because I'm really sad. I need her to be writing books as fast as Frida McFadden. Okay? That's what I need. Yeah. Girl, come on with it. Come with the kick drum. Okay, so my next question is, show a book that you would recommend to everyone. And I would have to say, and I'm gonna keep saying, I'm gonna keep talking about this book, I will absolutely be recommending this book until the end of time, because Will just does such a good job of storytelling. And look, he even was so thoughtful enough to put pictures in his book. Now, granted, I did the audiobook, but even that was like a movie. He had instruments and voice acting and all the things. Sounds was coming out the speakers left and right. I was like, oh my God, this is nothing short of fantastic. Like, what is this? Where am I? I ain't never heard an audiobook like this before in my life. Like, it was so good. And I wouldn't recommend it just because of that, but the reverberating theme of the book was him talking about how everything that he accomplished was because of fear. There was something in him that was fearful of certain things, and he wanted to kind of either run from it or face it head on. So this book really like challenges you to face your fears head on, and I just loved it so much. So yeah, it would definitely be this one. The next question that I have is show a book that made you cry. And this is not like a novel, it's actually like a memoir, but it is so freaking sad and traumatic. I would only recommend this if you a thug like me, because if not, you are going to be crying, because I was crying, okay? But we get the true story of Miss Cupcake Brown, who goes through her ups and downs of gang violence and sexual assault and being misplaced into different foster homes, and just all of the worst things you could think about happened to Cupcake Brown. And I was just reading it like, oh my God, like, what the heck? And I recommended this book to somebody without even giving them like a trigger warning, and I got cussed out. Rightfully so. But I was just like, girl, we grew up together. I just thought you was a thug like me. We both come from Richmond. I just thought you was thugging how I was thugging, and I didn't even know that you was sensitive for real. But so now when I recommend this book, I'd be like, read with caution, because it's gonna have you sliding down a wall. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with sliding down the wall every so often. Okay, so next up we have show a book that would make for a really good buddy read. And I chose We'll Never Tell by Kayla Perrin. And the reason why I chose this book is because it's really messy. And it's really like thrilling in a way that it's gonna piss you off, but also you're gonna be wondering like, what is going on, what happened, who did it, and why. And so Sandra James, she is a man stealer. Like, She gonna take your man, she ain't gonna take my man because I don't know. She ain't gonna take my man. But Sandra James is a man stealer, honey, okay? She just be taking everybody man. And she's pledging in this sorority. And you would think she wouldn't try to steal her sorority sister's menses, right? But she got her eye on Henry Reed. And Henry, he's taken. He has a fiance. His fiance, Phoebe, is in the sorority that she's pledging. So she's going after Henry. So Phoebe and her homies, they decide to teach Miss Sandra a lesson. So yeah, I think this will make for a really good buddy read. So y'all can really just be all mad together and really like yell about the characters in this book together. Okay, so next up we have Show a Book with a Really Good Plot Twist. Now this one is YA, and I like YA, okay? Even though I haven't been reading too much YA this year, okay? I think I'm growing up. I'm evolving. So Show a Book with a Really Good Plot Twist, and I'm gonna go with That's Not My Name by Megan Lally or Laley. I still don't know how to pronounce this girl's name. But you ain't gonna know I promise you, you're not gonna be able to figure it out. I promise you, you're not gonna be able to figure it out until you get to the end and you be like, oh my God. So this is really good. A girl wakes up in the woods. Yeah. Yeah, a girl wakes up in the woods trying to figure out, what's going on, where she at, oh my God, where are my shoes? The police finds her on the side of the road. They take her in. Her dad comes to get her. He has all the right identification for her and all the things. She go home. Everything's fine. She can't really remember too much because her memory's kind of foggy, whatever. They're talking about some things and she's starting to realize like something ain't right with my daddy. Like he's forgetting certain things about me and something ain't right. So yeah, plot twist, you're gonna be like, oh my God. Now, as far as like the book in its entirety, it was good to me. But the plot twist is what saved it. I was like, oh my God, this is like some Law and Order stuff. Where's Vincent? Like, it was ridiculous. Okay, so next up we have Show a Book That You Struggled to Finish. I'm gonna have to say People Like Us by Dana Mill. I read this off the heels of reading Ace of Spades because the synopsis was similar. I probably shouldn't have did that because I really, really loved Ace of Spades. And I was thoroughly disappointed because it was giving great value, Ace of Spades. It was giving Walmart, and Ace of Spades was like Target. It was given very much, this is not what I signed up for. So basically, the main character, Kay, she is reinventing herself. She has like all the beautiful friends and she's like the star of her soccer team. And then one day a body is discovered by the lake. And this person who's discovered at the lake, they leave a computer coded scavenger hunt for Kay. And Kay has to go on this scavenger hunt to figure out who killed this person by the lake. Y'all, I don't like books with 10,000 characters because after the first 5, my brain starts playing the fiddle. Like I cannot process hella characters. And maybe that's why I did not enjoy this book, because I was like, who is John and why was he down at the rodeo? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Some people was like, oh, I like this book. I'm like, okay, That's what's up. Like, good for you, boo-boo. So yeah, that was really hard for me to finish. And I'm actually going to be unhauling that with many other books. But I have so many books that I'm going to unhaul that I'm just going to load up and take somewhere. And I'm going to record that video. But it's just it's hella books that I'm getting rid of, y'all. Because I just don't, it's taking up too much space in my closet. And I need to do it. Okay, so next up is show a book that you feel is underrated. And I am going to go with Hell of a Book by Jason Ma. I've talked about this book before, but it's basically about a Black author who has an overly active imagination. And at the same time, there is a boy named Soot, and he is trying to survive, and the author is trying to figure out if the boy is real or not. Like, it's really good. It's very mind-bending, very twisty, because you start to like question your own like logic and whether is he like imagining things too, or if this stuff is really happening. Like, you just don't know. And I'm like, Jason, was you on CBD? Was you on some cannabis when you wrote this? Because I was like, I don't know if he is really imagining this stuff. Like, it was really good. So I think more people should be talking about that book. And then show a book that you cannot wait to read. And I'm probably like one of the last people to read this book, and I don't even know when I'm gonna read this book. I'll probably save it for next summer. But I really want to read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This was gifted to me by my bookish friend Tori over there on Instagram. I am Tori Denise. I think that's her name. But basically, she gifted me this book because we were talking about toxic mothers. And so I'm feeling like I'm gonna be relating to Little Miss Emma. Little Miss Emma has a toxic mother, and then there's Justin, who he goes by Love's Good Luck Charm, and they're kind of gonna do like a fake dating thing to try to see if they can reverse this curse that's been placed on them. I ain't never read the book, so I'm just going off of what I think and what I read on the back. But of course, Emma's like, oh, he's starting to get a little cute though. But her mama show up out of nowhere, and then he has to take in his 3 siblings, and it just causes a whole slew of problems, and they have to really stick by each other's side to kind of work all of these things out. So yeah, I'm interested in reading this. I've never read any of Abby Jimenez's books, so I'm excited for that. And last question, show a book you would love to see adapted into a movie. Now, I don't have it with me, but as I was minding my business like I always do, and I happened to go through my husband's Amazon order list because I was looking for something, I saw that he had bought me this book. But it was supposed to be a surprise. But it's gonna be here tomorrow, and I'ma still act surprised. So I'm gonna be like, oh, you didn't have to. Yeah, so just he not gonna watch this video, so it's okay. But a book that I feel like it should be adapted into a movie or a TV series is Monday's Not Coming. And we've all kind of read Monday's Not Coming, and it's made us cry. It made us feel so emotional. Oh my God, Tiffany, oh, give me your pen. Yes, Monday's Not Coming is about Claudia. She's returned to school from the summer, and she's like, where's my best friend Monday? Like, where is she? And she becomes obsessed with like what happened to her friend, and nobody cares. Like literally she's trying to like really put together pieces and things, and it's just like everybody is ignoring the fact that this girl is missing and nobody cares. You know, kind of like how when Black women go missing and nobody cares. Right, exactly. So I would really love to see, can you imagine seeing that on screen and just, oh, I would cry. Like, oh, I'm not ready. Maybe I don't want to see it. Like, oh, I was already crying in the book. So yeah, I would love to see that on screen, or maybe Netflix series. Little Monday. So yeah, that's it, y'all. So who am I tagging? If you have a book account, I'm tagging you. If you're watching this, I'm tagging you. What's up? So yes, Will, Brandy, Tony Marie, Kayla, Danny Reeds, if you see this, I want you to do this challenge. I am so interested in seeing y'all answers, especially the question for which book you wanted to see adapted into a movie. I know we all have kind of like different reading tastes and things like that, but I'm interested in what y'all gotta say. So I'm leaving the questions in the not the comments. Well, I guess I can leave it in the comment section and in the about me space as well. And this is not just for them, this is for any other booktuber who sees this video and wants to do this challenge. Please feel free to do it and tag me in it. Yeah, so y'all have a good rest of y'all week. Don't let nobody piss y'all off. Enjoy y'all days, okay? Enjoy them. Smile, enjoy them, okay? All right, I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.